Hey, this is Elgin from the Cracktastic Classic Podcast, back with another MOTU Monday video here on YouTube. Today we're going to be looking at He-Man, the CGI version for the Masterverse. We'll take a look in just a second. Alright, we're back with the He-Man from the CGI show He-Man for Masterverse. That's what it is. So here's the box, got it open. Just dumped it all out onto the floor and kicked it around a bit. Here's the side, the book and artwork. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Here's the back. There's him with sword and Castle Grayskull in the back there. Of course, the other figures in this wave. This is wave 5, I think. I don't really know. But there he is. He-Man, Master of the Power of Grayskull. Living among the Tiger tribe with no memory of who he is or where he came from, Adam discovers his destiny. Or rather, destiny discovered him. The Sword of Power found its champion, changing Adam into He-Man. Using the power of Grayskull, He-Man transformed his friends and allies. Combining their might, they declare, "We have the power." So that's basically the whole plot of the CGI show. He gets power and then he shares it with his friends. It does have the 40th anniversary on there. I got this for my birthday, I believe. So finally opened this up. That was a few months ago, like 3 months ago. But yeah, let's take a look at it. I do have a bunch of the CGI figures. They're all over where we record the podcast at. They're all up on a shelf there. So I don't really have any other to like compare and contrast with this figure. So here's a look at the figure. I think it's kind of awesome that they made a Masterverse version of the CGI one. Of course, with the Masterverse, you get all of the articulation that was lacking in the CGI show, because that one was basically made for kids. Very limited articulation, and then a lower price point. So this is kind of the adult version of the kids' toy, I guess. A lot more articulation. The boots and everything that you come to expect from Masterverse, you get with this figure as well. And he looks, I can zoom in on him. You don't work? Don't look at me. Look at the, there you go. So looks just like the show. Almost better than the cheaper toys that came out. And even like the H with the sword, power sword, making the He-Man, the H and M there is pretty cool. And down the details of his belt, Grayskull there, and you'll be able to put his sword plugged into his back there, just like the cheaper ones, or at least less expensive, I should say. But yeah, he looks, and then you get, some good movement there. And so the good thing with this, you'll be able to pop this head off and put it on an origin figure, and then you'll have maybe some kit bashing or something. But colors look great. And with this scale now, because the other ones are basically a 5.5 inch scale, with this scale, everything kind of looks a little better. He looked a little top heavy on the 5.5 inch, but with this larger 7 inch scale, his arms are supposed to be big and everything, but he can like flex and do, with that double jointed, that double elbow, his hands, he can do some, posing and stuff like that. So much better with all the articulation and the scale. It makes this figure not look as goofy as it did with the original CGI line, I guess, which I think is pretty much done. I haven't seen any announcements of new figures, but he looks pretty awesome in this Masterverse scale. So we'll take a look at he does have some extra hand sculpts. He has a fist like that, and 2 fists. So he has 2 fists to punch, I guess, because he comes with 2 holding hands. Of course, then he comes with the power sword, which is giant, just like on the other line, the less expensive line. It has that gold accents along with it, and of course he can, like I said, you can stick it on his back like that, so it just sticks there, and then he can actually, look at that. You know, this one he can actually pull the sword out, and actually, because of all the articulation, you might be able to actually pull the sword out. Ooh! Get this in his hand. Oh, it's tough. I don't think I can get this in his hand. Oh. Man, his hand is like not wanting. There we go. Wow, that was tough. But let's see if I can turn his hand in a way that he can almost. He definitely can, act like he's pulling the sword out like that and raising it up and getting the power. Of course, his hand doesn't do the forward motion, it does side to side, so which is strange, but they should all be, you don't use a sword like this, you go like that, but whatever, it's fine. But the sword is giant. It's get it out of his hand. It's like as big as he is. So a giant sword, which is awesome. I love the fact that on the CGI that it's just like so outrageous and crazy, and much like the 80s stuff where it was just insane. So, but that's him. Just his power sword, couple extra fists. Let's take this off of autofocus. Maybe. There we go. Just a couple sword and the figure, and then a couple fists. So that's pretty much it for the guy. He-Man, CGI He-Man. He's way over there. I'll just hold on to him. But that's pretty much it for the video for now. Be sure to like and subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications. The bell is, I don't know where the bell's at on these things. Be sure to go to our website, crackedasclassic.com, the place to go for all the things you need to know. Like links to all of our social media and our podcast, which comes out every other Tuesday, Patreons, wish lists, Amazon wish lists, we all have one, and our sponsors, Big Bad Toy Store and Toy Hacks. So go there to www.crackedasclassic.com and you'll see all of our stuff that's there. I should probably get in frame. That's it for the video. He-Man is saying see you later. And I'm saying ciao for now.